America Stadium as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
You gotta like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Wake Forest offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to...
There he goes! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Mays. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Ball is at the 8-yard line as they try to open the scoring. It's 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stop the run. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Got it behind the line. It's Benson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Claiborne. At the 35, he's loose. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to... here comes the offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Pulls and fires complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Garcia. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target.
He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that.
Trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Send the tight end in motion. And he's going to be sacked, and this defense preserves the lead, and the offense is still down by 1. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Ford finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. That defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Demon Deacons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Claiborne. Across the 25. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. First and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Ahead. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. How about this back staying on track and getting it on the option?
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Casper.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Garcia. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Garcia. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43. Caught in the backfield, it's Benson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Harris. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. After that latest answer, ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Vick. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pulls it in. It's Claiborne. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that now? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys can thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into it. The second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. That's caught. It's Mays. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative with plays.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them, and it completely
looking for the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They're home for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
One more snap coming before halftime. Moore to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you can't cannot put it in harm's way. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hernandez. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the run, it's Harris. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick completion to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Benson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got him still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paulie.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He wants to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll do it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I really like this guy running the option. I tell you, you go back to the mid-2000s in Eugene, there was a coaching change, and there was sort of this paradigm shift offensively, going more up-tempo, being more explosive, but also utilizing the quarterback's feet to hurt defenses. This guy would have fit into Oregon back then. He certainly fits into this offense right now. He is dangerous.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to...
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
Diving for the score, and gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Got his man quickly. And they will score. Touchdown Ducks! And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Turning it on! Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. And I like the slide, by the way, too.
Touchdown, Wake Forest! Put it in the window for the score.
Really nice job.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Caught in the backfield, it's Benson. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him over here.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Demon Deacons have taken it inside the 20. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. From the gun, looking for a man. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Touchdown, Wake Forest! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Benson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as his offense continues to show great patience.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Quick release on the RPO. The Ducks get it past the sticks. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they peel off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man. It's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, and get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. That's reeled in. It's Vic. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a second down play. Moore to the air. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the chance for victory is straight ahead. Oh, they blocked the kick. He's got the ball. That one's live. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The option look. Runs through the tackle. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? This time he's got it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This is a designed run. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll pass on a game-tying field goal attempt and instead try to pick it up on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know we're going to go for it 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promise.